Now, many people have already gone and talked to a real estate agent or gone into their local bank and been told that they don't qualify, and that's pretty much the end of the story, and they just don't believe that they can. I mean, and that's not people that foreclosures, just people who have maybe a low credit score. They have too high of a debt-to-income ratio. They got a bunch of high credit card debt with high interest rates. So that's not the end of the road, though. So what do you tell people who ask you, you know, they say, I have challenged credit, can I still buy a house?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that particular type of client is really much easier to work with, simply because you don't have major life events on your credit report like foreclosures and bankruptcies. You know, you just have some issues on there that lower your credit score. And it's, Steve, it's really interesting to me because, you know, I hear it every single day of the week. You know, I'll have a client, or I'll hear a story about a client who goes into a bank and they just get declined, and then that's the end of the road. You know, the agent that's working with them is like, if you're not a prospect now, then you're not a prospect at all. To me, that's crazy. If you're not a prospect today, well, theoretically, you could be a prospect 30 days from now or 90 days from now. And you're valuable to me for two reasons. One, I get paid, and two, I have a great opportunity to be able to help you, and then I'm your hero. So that's great, and that's really what kind of gets me motivated and juiced up about this industry, because I love to work with people who have to work a little bit to get to where they want to go, because that's just the way life is. You know, it's an effort. But yes, you know, you go to a bank and you've got a low credit score because you've got high credit card debt, or you've been late on a few things. Whatever those circumstances are, there are things that are available. One of those is a rapid rescore. I don't know how many of you are familiar with this, but it's a key element to your question. You know, if I have, let's say I have 2 or 3 credit cards and they're almost maxed out, maybe I've been a little late on some of these things. Well, there's any good mortgage broker, they have a tool where they can put in, and they can kind of calculate what your credit score is going to do based on certain things that you remove from your credit report. So if you have a high balance on a credit card and you pay it down to less than 25% of the maximum amount you have available towards the credit on that card, that significantly changes your score. And there's techniques for brokers, and mortgage bankers to do rapid rescores on your credit report, so that within 30 or 60 days, you make a significant change to your credit report like that. Now your score goes up 30, 50, 60, 100 points, and now you're in the game for financing. And I know how to do that. So it's just a matter of having a simple conversation, sitting down, finding out where you stand with your credit report, and then seeing where we can go from there. It's just about setting up a game plan.